Hi, Wisdom Walkers. Ready to learn a five-line rhyme that blocks borrowers every time? Listen, we all have people that are always seeming to need to borrow. I actually had a person that would borrow from me every week. She got paid every other week. So, of course, every other week she would pay me back, but then the next week she'd be back. And seriously, it wasn't for large sums of money. It would be $25 for gas to get to work for the next week, or $6 for coffee, or just some cash to buy a pair of shoes. It was always something. And you don't want to always say no. Well, in the past, I didn't. But then I got to thinking, am I helping or hindering this person? You see, as long as we're able to assist them, we're stopping them from their own personal financial growth and from learning what they need to do to not always be in that situation. Let's face it, we all have people that want to borrow from time to time. But don't you hate when a person borrows a large sum from you, or what you consider a large sum, and then you find out 2 months later they're going to the Bahamas? Or someone has gone on a trip to Jamaica or Vegas, and then they come back and say, I'm short on my rent or my lights are about to be turned off. They had to have known that prior to taking the trip, right? And that's fine. People have different priorities, but don't allow their priorities to usurp yours. So I'm going to give you a five-line rhyme that stops borrowers every time, but you have to be serious when using it. Those of you that know me know that I'm a no nonsense, upfront kind of person. So I don't believe in giving people reasons why they can't borrow from you. Let me tell you why. The first thing you do when you do that is you give them an opening for why that reason to them is not valid. Say, for instance, you say, I have an upcoming event that I'm going to, and I have to save funds for that. The first thing they'll say is, I'll pay you back before that time. Now, what are you going to say? So when you start to give reasons or excuses as to why you can't help someone, they always have a reason for you to help them out of their situation instead of coming up with a reason for them to not be in that situation. So this is a short video, but are you ready for that five-line rhyme? And I'm saying it's a rhyme because, well, it is, but don't let the power of it fool you. If you say it the right way, and with the right intonation, and let people know that you're serious about it, this will assist you in being able to avoid these forever persistent borrowers. Now, it doesn't matter how you deliver it. Maybe you want to do it with the Denzel clap, or perhaps you like to use the Robert De Niro taxi driver one. You talking to me? You talking to me? Or maybe you prefer a Samuel L. Jackson choice words one. I'm not going to do that impression. Any way that you do it, come up with a personalized way for you to say this rhyme and practice it if you need to. But begin to take control of your own finances and not feel guilty about the situations that other people continually, persistently, permanently keep themselves in. Ready? Here it is. If I had it, you could get it because I'd love to see you with it, but I simply haven't got it. So you've got to do without it. That's it. Nothing else. No deadlines, no time frames, no what do you need your money for. That's it. So join in with me and let's say it together. If I had it, you could get it because I'd love to see you with it, but I simply haven't got it. So you've got to do without it. Okay. Now, guys all know that my mantra is knowledge is in the knowing, but wisdom is in the doing. And the learning of a lesson is the application of it. So you have that 5-line rhyme. It's powerful enough. It doesn't have excuses. It doesn't make excuses. And you can use it with anyone, colleagues, family, friends, neighbors, anyone that comes to you, especially those that come constantly for cash. And you know what? You'll find out pretty quickly that if you say no, either they'll find someone else who will assist them in their endeavors, or they'll begin to learn to do things differently in their own lives. So, either way, you've helped them improve as a person without you having to come up with avenues and paths for them to take. This is Sherry Brantley. This is Life Lessons Learned. Please post in the comments some different ways you've come up with having people, or not having people, but in saying no to people. Sometimes it has to be a harsh no. You know how they say tough love. And sometimes it's like a timid no. And then you probably felt bad about it or guilty and decided to help someone out. But share your experiences and some ideas that you have to begin to say no. And we understand no is not a bad word. It's something that we need to say more often so we can begin to realize our goals and our aspirations and experience the things that we'd like to experience. So hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. If you're so inclined, I would love for you to be a new subscriber, and I'll see you on the next round. Thanks.